Hello and welcome once again to the channel of truth. My name remains Kofi Techi and I am most grateful you are here with me once again today. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you are doing fine wherever you find yourself. I don't usually mention names to, thank them because each and every one of you have been so supportive to this channel and I am most grateful for that. Okay, I can't mention names. The people are too many and the love has been massive. All I can say is thank you very much for your support. A very big thank you to Namens GH. Namens has been so supportive to this channel, especially. I am most grateful, Namens, for your support. Everything you're doing so far to support this channel, I am most grateful for that. Now let's get into today's video. Now, despite the efficiency of the public transport here in the UAE, lots of people actually want to convey themselves to wherever they are going personally. They intend to go where they want to go without the aid of other people, or sometimes they prefer to go via a taxi driver or a personal chauffeur, should I say a personal driver or something of the sort. This is an opportunity for you to grab hold the driving license, even if you're not interested in working in the transport or the public transport sector. Okay, you could land yourself a job as a personal driver to one of the Emiratis or anyone who is interested in hiring a driver here in the UAE, which also pays very well. Now I'm going to take you through how to get yourself a driving license in the UAE. If you're a customer means if you're here in the UAE to trade or if you're here in the UAE for business purposes, that is when you're referred to as a customer. Or if you're a resident or a citizen of the country, you can always go and apply for a driving license. Minimum age for you to be able to acquire a driving license is for you to be at least 17 years. And even with that 17 years, you'd have to, the only license you can acquire here in the UAE is a motorcycle license. That is, if you are 17 years old, that is the kind of license you can acquire. You can only acquire a vehicle or a car driving license when you're 20 years. If you're 21 years, you can acquire or you can apply for a bus driving license. So 21 years and above, you can drive any kind of car here in the UAE. Okay, so bear that in mind. With that being aside, you need to present some documents that are, evidence that you are a legal resident, a legal customer, or you are a legal citizen here in the country. You would need to present your original and copy, or you would need to present the original and a copy of your passport. You'd also need to present a copy and the original of your Emirates ID card. And then you would need 2 passport size photographs. You would also need the receipt of the eye test that you had taken earlier from an accredited or from a legal source like optical or optician. With that being aside, you'd also need to acquire an NOC. Okay, you need an NOC from your sponsor if that is required by the driving institute. When you're going, just make sure you have an NOC so that when it's being required, you present it at the office. After you've been able to clear, or after you've been able to present all these things, or after you've been able to grab hold of all these documents that's been needed for the license, this is what you're supposed to bear in mind also. The process that is being undergone, or the process involved in acquiring the license. It doesn't only have to do with the documents, it also has to do with the process. Let's get into the process involved in getting yourself a license. It is very important, and bear that in mind. Now, you need to open a traffic file with a registered driving center. This depends on your Emirates. Okay, that is number 1. Now you also get an eye test from any optician approved by the traffic department or at your driving school. Okay, that means there are some opticians in the driving schools itself, so you can acquire a driving test, an eye test from them. Get yourself enrolled with a registered driving school to take up the necessary driving classes in your related Emirates. You will need a traffic file for this step. That is the file that you opened earlier. So you would need that for this step. Clear all the necessary theoretical driving tests. Make sure you pass each and every theoretical, driving test that is being presented to you. Obtain a learner's permit to take the road test. And finally, collect your driver's license from the traffic authority after clearing all the theory and practical tests. Which means when you are able to go through all these steps, you get yourself a driving license. Okay, if you are able to go through all these tests, you're able to get yourself a driving license, which is legal or legit for you to drive here in the UAE. With all these being aside, where can you actually apply for this driving, for this driver's license? Let me aid you with that. If you're in Abu Dhabi, you can register with the Emirates Driving Company there in Abu Dhabi. If you're in Dubai, you can apply from any of these 5 driving centers. I can't mention them off head because the names are huge. They are very, very big. Now you can apply from Al Ali Driving Center, which is in Dubai. You can also apply from Belhassa Driving Center. You can apply from Dubai Driving Center, Emirates Driving Institute, and then Galadari Motor Driving Center. Okay, so these are the places you can apply for your driving license or driver's license procedures. Now, if you're in Ras Al Khaimah, you can apply for a driver's license at Al Taleb Motor Driving School, Al Thana Ladies Motor Driving School, Belhassa Driving Center, Al Nil Motor Driving School, and then Al Karan Motor Driving School. These are the places where you can apply for your driver's license in Ras Al Khaimah. I would want to take you through the, what you're supposed to do, the theoretical requirements or the theoretical trainings that you are supposed to go through. But for the sake of time, we will do that in the next video. So being able to present your documents or the required documents for the license, you'd also have to go through these processes that I had mentioned earlier, and then you're good to go. If you're qualified, you're good to go. You're good to have a driver's license here in the UAE. Now, the cost of the license, which I know is of lots of importance to each and everybody out there watching me now, it ranges between 4,500 dirhams and then 7,000 dirhams, okay, which includes all costs involved in, your training. That's the training school, and then your eye tests. That is the cost of the driver's license here in UAE. If there is any kind of update, I'm going to put it down there in the comment section so you also get yourself updated. Okay, so that is the cost. So that is the cost of driver's license here in the UAE. Now, if you're in any of these countries, you can easily convert your driver's license into a UAE license without having to take any form of examination or test. God, please add Ghana. Please add Ghana, because I want to take a driving license. I'm begging you. Now, let's get into it. Let's see if Ghana is included in the countries that can easily convert their driving license into a UAE license without having to take any kind of test or anything of the sort. People with driving license from Austria, China, Denmark, Finland, Luxembourg, Lithuania, Lithuania, oh my days, Lithuania, Latvia, Netherlands, Portugal, Poland, Romania, Slovakia, and Serbia can swap their home country driving license with a UAE license. Okay, so if you're in any of these countries, then you're good to go. You can easily swap your country's license with a UAE license. And if you're in UAE and you're able to acquire a license here in UAE, you can drive in the following countries. You can use the UAE license in driving in the following countries that I'm going to mention right now. Now, the UAE driving license is valid in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, Algeria, Oman, Morocco, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, Sudan, Somalia, Mauritania, Djibouti, Norway, Latvia, New Zealand, Serbia, South Africa, Finland, Hungary, Luxembourg, Lithuania, Romania, Comoros, Tunisia, Iraq, Palestine, Spain, France, America, UK, Italy, Germany, Denmark, Switzerland, Netherlands, Slovakia, Ireland, Austria, Greece, Sweden, China, Poland, Canada, Turkey, and Singapore. So if you have a UAE or a Dubai driving license, if you have a UAE driving license, you can drive in any of these countries without any kind of hassle, okay, without any kind of problems. And you're good to go. That is all I think you should know about acquiring a driving license or driver's license here in the UAE. I'll go in deep or in depth with the theoretical requirements or the theoretical aspects of it in our next video so you can get a better understanding of what you're supposed to get and what you're supposed to, the marks involved in passing your tests and stuff like that. I don't want to make this video a lengthy one, so let's wrap it up here. And always remember, always upgrade yourself. Get yourself up to the top there. Don't stay down there, because people are climaxing, people are climbing up the ladder, people are upgrading. So get yourself upgraded and fit into the system, because without an upgrade, you cannot fit into the system. My name remains Kofi Techi. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, do well to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, you know I thank you so much for your support. Like, comment, and share this video so that we can reach a wider audience. Until we meet again, see you on the next one.